Listen to me closely, because I'm about to tell you something that will change your life forever. If you want to succeed, there is one powerful thing that no one will tell you. Stop talking about your next move. Yes, that's right. If you truly want to build something big, something that changes everything, you need to keep it to yourself. Don't tell anyone. Don't share your dream until it's a reality. Most people will tell you that sharing your goals, dreams, and plans is a good thing. They'll tell you it motivates you to keep going. They'll say it makes you accountable. But here's the truth: it doesn't. Talking about your dreams is one of the worst things you can do for your success. It doesn't build your momentum. It doesn't bring you closer to your goals. In fact, it does the exact opposite. It spreads your energy thin. It invites doubt. It invites negativity. And worst of all, it makes you lose focus on what truly matters: the work. Think about it. When you tell someone your big plans, they'll give you their opinion. Maybe they'll tell you it's a great idea. Maybe they'll tell you it's risky, or maybe they'll doubt you completely. But here's the problem: it doesn't matter what they think. Their opinions don't define your future. Their doubts don't affect your ability. Yet when you hear it enough, it starts to make you second guess yourself. It starts to put a little crack in your belief. And once that crack is there, it's easier for it to spread. This is the biggest problem with sharing your plans too soon. It lets the doubts and criticisms of others enter your mind and weaken your resolve. What happens then? You start to question yourself. You start to wonder if maybe they're right. Maybe your plan is too big. Maybe it's too risky. Maybe you're not capable of pulling it off. And if you let that doubt in, it becomes harder to keep going. It kills your momentum before you even get started. So here's the challenge: keep it to yourself. Work in silence. Build your dream without needing validation from anyone. Build it without seeking applause. Build it without needing to share every step with the world. Just do the work. There's a reason why successful people don't talk about their plans all the time. They know that talk doesn't matter. Only action does. When you keep your next step to yourself, you preserve your energy. You focus on what's important: the work. You focus on getting better every single day. You focus on improving, learning, and growing. You don't focus on what other people think about your vision. Success isn't about telling everyone what you're going to do. It's about quietly working until you have results to show. It's about building something so powerful that the world has no choice but to pay attention when you finally reveal it. When you've been working behind the scenes, when you've been pushing through the late nights and early mornings, when you've been making progress in silence, that's when the world will notice. That's when people will stand up and say, "Wow, look at what you built." But until then, keep your next step to yourself. Every single successful person you admire worked in silence at some point in their journey. They didn't tell the world their plans while they were figuring things out. They didn't seek validation every step of the way. They just worked. They focused on getting better. They stayed quiet, stayed humble, and stayed committed to their vision, even when no one else believed in it. Let me ask you something. What are you waiting for? Why do you feel the need to talk about your plans right now? Is it because you're looking for approval? Is it because you want people to praise you for your ambition? If you're constantly seeking validation, you're already off course. You're distracted. You're letting other people's opinions interfere with your focus. When you tell someone about your big idea, you open the door for them to criticize it. You open the door for them to tell you why it won't work. You invite them to tell you how impossible it is. And while they may not even mean to, that doubt starts to affect you. But guess what? You don't need anyone's approval to succeed. You don't need anyone to believe in your dream but you. All you need is to believe in yourself and do the work, day in and day out. The truth is, most people won't believe in your dream. They won't see your vision the way you do. They won't understand why you're working so hard in silence. They won't see the late nights, the sacrifices, or the hours spent honing your craft. They'll only see the finished product. And when they see it, they'll be amazed at how you pulled it off. That's the power of working in silence. When you've been putting in the work, without needing anyone's approval, without needing to tell anyone your plans, Your results speak for themselves. People will look at you and say, "How did you do it?" And your answer won't need words. Your actions will speak louder than anything you could ever say. Now, I'm not saying you can never talk to anyone about your plans. You may have mentors or people you trust who can guide you along the way, but be very careful about who you share your dreams with. Make sure they're people who truly support you and understand the work it takes to succeed. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and push you to be better, not people who only see obstacles. But remember, you don't need to share everything with the world. You don't need to tell everyone about your next step. Your next step is yours to keep. Your vision is yours to protect. Work in silence and let your results speak for themselves. If you keep your next step to yourself, you'll preserve your energy, your focus, and your belief in your own abilities. You'll avoid the distractions of other people's opinions, and you'll stay committed to the process of building something real. And when it's time to show the world what you've accomplished, you'll do it with confidence. You'll do it knowing that you've put in the work, that you've sacrificed, and that you've built something that can't be ignored. So stop talking about your next move. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Stop seeking validation. Focus on the work. Focus on getting better every single day. And when you've built something undeniable, when you've put in the hours and the effort, when your success is so clear that no one can ignore it, that's when you reveal it to the world. But until then, keep your next step to yourself. Keep your dreams private, work in silence, let your actions speak for you. And when the world finally sees what you've built, they'll know that you didn't just talk about it. You did it.